Hello, welcome to Handelabra Live. It's been a minute. I was sick last week, but I have returned and I am here to show some more Earth Prime stuff for you. You'll notice this is Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game, not Sentinels of Earth Prime, but we will be showing Earth Prime content and possibly next week the actual Earth Prime version of the game. Could happen. It's coming along nicely. We've been working on making that presentable. Thank you. Still, I might have a little bit of congestion, but it's not so bad. Yeah, I'm John, aka Migrant P, lead developer at Handelabra Games, and I'm gonna play some Sentinels here for you tonight. Yeah, Earth Prime. We've been working on like the game screen primarily. As well as various other bits and pieces, including low-level stuff. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. I will have some booze, don't worry, some beers coming. If you are an American, there might still be time to go vote. It is voting day for stuff there, midterms, I guess? I don't know. Important voting stuff. Go and vote if you haven't yet. If you're in line watching me stream, that's awesome. Not in Eastern time anymore. Well, okay. In Western times, go forth and vote. I have a Shipwright Brewing Company beer called Bellringer Red. I went to Lunenburg on Saturday, a little town near here on the seacoast, and they are the tiniest brewing company you can imagine. It's like basically a garage with 3 like fermentation tanks and whatever other equipment they need. Very tiny and good stuff. I had their porter the other day, and I'm going to crack open this Bellringer Red and try it out. And yeah, we'll see what we want to play. Is there any villain? I guess there are villains from Earth Prime we haven't played yet, right? Metamind? I think that wasn't working yet. Let's try Metamind, I think. Let's have a look. I was thinking about Oblivion, but maybe we don't need to do Oblivion. Let's go. Maybe we'll do like a couple classics and we'll do like team mode with Earth Prime heroes. That could be fun. So, I don't know if we've done Omega. Maybe we have. We definitely done Hades and Argo. Malador the Mystic. Malador the Mystic. God of War tomorrow, Hades at some point. Sure, well, let's start with Metamind. I don't think we've played Metamind on stream, and Metamind is one of the more moderate difficulty ones. We'll have a look here. At the start of the game, Gru Metamind enters play. Gru Mothership side up. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until one Gru is revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. When Metamind would be destroyed, it flips instead. Reduce melee damage dealt to Gru Metamind by 1. At the end of the villain turn, the top H-1 cards of the villain deck are revealed. Each revealed Gru is put into play, and other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. So more Gru come out. Then, if no target is entered play this way, Gru Metamind deals each non-villain target 2 energy damage. And we won't do advanced just yet. And on the flip side, you're fighting in the psychic plane. It's restored to 30 HP. Each environment card is destroyed. Each player discards their hand and draws as many cards as they discarded this way. Each player destroys each non-character card in their play area except for 2, then go immediately to the start of the next villain turn, skipping all turns in between. Kind of an in medias res sort of situation. Each time a Gru would enter play on this side, it's discarded instead, and Gru Metamind regains 2 HP. The top card of the villain deck is played. At the start of each turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. So yeah, that's a lot. So I'm just gonna hit random for heroes. We got some multiverse heroes, which I think is fine. And maybe let's add in the Nemesis pseudo, just to make it spicy. And we got Locomotora, Unity, and Parse in Dock the Wrath. Let's go. So Metamind was a bit of a challenge for the art direction because you never actually really directly fight the Metamind. It's like sending its waves of drones and all these Gru and clones against you. And Pseudo is actually used to be one of them, or he is one of them. He escaped from the hive mind. And so there's always this sort of astral projection of the Metamind. There will be Nemesis dialogue here someday. And let's go ahead and start the game. The first Gru, a Metamorph Infiltrator. We have a Gru Brute. Oh look, more Gru. More Gru appear on the screen, the more there are. Not exactly one-to-one, but if there are lots, you will start to see more. That's why you didn't see Metamind before, because we had to program that in. Pseudo can heal himself. He can take this. He has Nemesis damage against Metamind, but Metamind's not dealing damage here. Have a look at what all these Gru do. The first one dealt damage to the lowest HP. Made each target deal itself 1 psychic damage. Did that happen yet? These ones went off. This one didn't go off. Is there maybe an issue with that? Or maybe it went off. Maybe it happened and I didn't notice. That would have been whoever was the lowest. Sure. Parse. Yeah, it must have happened earlier. Yeah, this beer is nice, by the way. There's a red. So, we've got Grus. We've got the Gru Battleship. He is a Gru as well, but he doesn't have the keyword. Gru Battle Shifter. At start your turn, we play a shape. That's a good one. Good one to have. Preserve self-image. Gets more shapes. Draw a card or play a card. I guess I can just play that right now. And Thickened Build. It gives me damage reduction. Yeah, the objective of this side is really to deal 60 damage to this, and so it flips. And they just sort of have to avoid getting swarmed too much by the Gru. We got Stealthy Form and Risky Impersonation. Let's play the Battle Shifter. That one's nice to have. And I could do 2 damage or get the increase. Yeah, I don't think we need... This is going to be really good for the flip side, so we'll hang on to that. Let's just take out... I guess I get Nemesis bonus here, right? Oh, there's... Oh, yeah, this card has -1 damage. -1 melee damage. Yeah, we should probably tidy up the Gru here first. Oh, we need a bet. You're right, I forgot. I also, like, updated OBS finally, and it lost my captions, which I brought back, but it also lost my background removal, so you get to see my background, including Oblivion over there, art print. Until next time. Will I defeat Gru Metamind? Yes. No. You can have 2 minutes to predict. I understand. Again, once again, I understand. Yeah, so I updated OBS, so hopefully things are working fine. Other than that, we can go ahead with Thickened Build here, even though I'm max HP. Future Tech Deck Gun, irreducible energy damage. It's not bad. Do we have other... We have Brainstorm, actually. That's handy. They should have shot something else with, or punched something else. Let's go ahead with that. It's gonna let us draw First Blood against going to be handy for taking out these Gru. No worries, Take Walker. Hope you enjoy your stay. Let's go ahead with Brainstorm. Lightning damage. And this is just draw a card, effectively. So we could do Impossible Shot to take one out, and then Regular Power to do the other. That seems fine. Exploit Vulnerability is going to be really good as well. We'll get that into play next turn, and then Buffer Overflow for potentially blocking bad card plays on the flip side. And we should have just let the Ravagers do it, I guess. I don't know. Punch, punch. Mind-linked slave. And we did not get any Gru at the end of the turn, so they deal each target 2 damage. And I will hold. I won't hold tab, I'll click the button. Yeah, the Gru are gone. There's always one still here because it looks kind of strange without having any at all. You can kind of assume there's, you know, a few around, even if they're not represented by a card. So this is my start of turn Gru Battle Shifter play. I guess if I play this, I could then play Thick and Build again. Because I can't play Thick and Build normally, right? Let's discard Commodore's deck. Actually, Unity wants to have bots in our trash, right? So, Unity. What do we discard? Not a bot. And we could go ahead with the draw 3, discard 2. Reduce psychic damage. I like that one. This is limited, and don't think we need that one so much. Ooh, Chronological Sweet Spot. That's fun. Let's discard. Ship Shape is nice for more draws. I have too many cards I want to play and not enough plays. I guess it's take time. I mean, there are some bad ongoing cards in here, but they're not that bad. What's the worst that could happen? Hello, Iron Moose. We are fighting Gru Metamind. Also, I noticed that the icons here go over into the HP bar, and that's not good. Should fix that. I could discard a bot here if I want. Then if I use my power, I get to put it into play, right? So, discard that, and then, like, something else. So many cards in my hand. 8. And Parse wants to get Critical Multiplier in play with this. Let's do that. I don't know. I think we'll go with Thick and Build again. We will kill the Ravagers, I'm sure. I have to discard for this as well. Alright, sorry, sweet spot. We can't afford you just yet. Let's do a couple harnessed anomalies and see what we get, though. On Unity? Unity's fun for this. 3 bots. 3 bot. Bot. 2 cards. We're destroying B-Bot with our power. We can destroy it right now. And I wouldn't shuffle it into my deck. Sure. Shoot the mothership, destroy the environment card. Play ship shape? Let's play Concordant Helm. Emma's treasure. Now let's discard our own deck. Alrighty, so we can get a platform bot with our power, which means, I don't know, we could give hasty augmentation to someone. Hasty augmentation on this is actually quite good. We could flash forge for a bunch of stuff. That seems like probably the best thing to do, right? Like we could flash forge D-bot and turret bot. Buy crate, scrap metal, that's 4. Need that brainstorm, that's 5. We get pylon and stealth bot and swift bot. Another pylon and champion bot. Sure, I don't know. Platform bot. Also, we draw the other raptor bot. Alright, do we want exploit vulnerability or start going critical multiplier? Yeah, let's go critical multiplier. Seems good. Especially if we are discarding cards randomly. Oh no, an environment card. We should probably take care of that. Here's an ongoing we want to destroy. Each time a Gru enters play, increase damage dealt by the card by 1 until the start of the villain turn. Each time a non-Gru enters play, Gru Metamind deals each non-villain target 1 psychic damage. Shouldn't trigger off of itself entering play, right? That seems wrong. I'm going to report a bug about that. That should be an easy fix. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. But it has been duly noticed. Hey, 20 minutes ago, Handelabra Games just went live. Amazing. Yum time for Sparky Wolf. You might be interested to know, Sparky Wolf, that I harvested and dried my Carolina Reapers today. There were 16 of them. Picked one before and we tasted it and it was terrifying. But yeah, that's the thing. Alright, Sleeper Agents is here. Gru drones are getting +1. Yay, thickened build. I don't want to play that shape right now. I think I'm going to play this. Reduce psychic damage by 1. That seems really good. I can play this first. Get more shapes. This one gives me hit points when I play a shape. This one lets me actually hit everything for 2, which is kind of good. Also, this one doesn't do much. So let's play that then. And then let's increase damage by 1, and then play Barbed Spines. Hello, Totox. 0-0. And Lunaris, yes. This villain and hero are from Sentinels of Earth Prime. A new game coming soon. It is in development. I think the flip side will show the logo here. Sentinels of Earth Prime, superheroic card game. Yeah, so it is cross-compatible with Sentinels of the Multiverse, so this is happening. I'm playing the content in Sentinels of the Multiverse, but it will also have its own separate game that you can buy. And if you buy it, you can play it in Sentinels of the Multiverse, and multiverse content can be played within that game. I must discard a card. Okay. Let's draw cards first. Then let's play Ship Shape. And let's use Future Tech Deck Gun to finish off these things. I assume someone's going to destroy the environment card, right? We can probably play a B-Bot. This is in development, Lunaris. It is not available now. It was on Kickstarter a little while ago, and it was successfully funded. And so it's been in development. And yeah, we'll be soon into private beta. That is our current milestone we're working towards right now. All right. We must construct additional pylons. I want to construct a pylon that destroys the orbital bombardment. I thought I had a B-Bot. Oh, I don't have a B-Bot. It's in my trash. Is that fine? Should we have not done that? Maybe I should have not done that. All right. Let's go back to play a card and not do the pylon. And we can still do the pylon, but we're going to use a different power. And we're going to play B-Bot because the bombardment would also kill Platform Bot anyways. Original Anguille is excited as a Kickstarter backer at that tier. Awesome. Yeah. We are working towards getting private beta available soon, so the more you see it closer to being playable, the more you'll see it, you know, as a beta soon. So that's great. All right, is it recompiled yet? I think it's exploit vulnerability now, and then it's recompile. I want more critical multipliers in play. I'm greedy. I didn't get it. The bombardment happens. We can hit the Gru Metamind first. And then the B-Bot, which then we can deal damage and destroy that card. Aha! Yeah, Steam Workshop is pretty popular for Sentinels of the Multiverse. Glad you're enjoying that. The Ravagers attack. Oh, I almost killed it with reacting damage. Should, that have a +1? I'm just curious. I'll wait till we get a second here. I thought my +1 was only for my turn. Did I get a plus? Why did I get a +1 against the Ravagers? Oh, exploit vulnerability. Okay. That makes sense. That card I played. Thanks, Iron Moose. Professor Armitage asks, has there been any internal discussion of Maladar's Maw of Boca issue that was mentioned on the Discord? I'm not sure. I know there was some question about that way for Christopher, but I can't remember what it is. So that is also expansion content. So it's not as high priority as the base game. Aha, Nemesis bonus. Metamind is hitting us for a lot of damage here, because it's not playing Grooves, apparently. Metagrew is coming after us, and we're killing it. It's reaction damage. Alright, we can play a shape. I'm immune to melee and projectile damage. Fine, I want the hit point. To draw a card as well. You can play Mind Over Matter here, which is nice for the psychic damage reduction. And we can play Stealthy Form. Or Perfect Disguise. Sure. I can change this to Psychic, so it gets through with it the -1. It's actually quite good. Reveal the top 2 cards of one deck, discard one of them, put the other on top, so we can control Metamind's deck here. That's pretty good. Brew Drone and Metamind's Imperative. Increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1. Or this just does 3 damage. I think we just do that one. Seems fine. You can have hero targets in the villain play area with Skyscraper and Realm of Discord. Professor Armitage, so they do exist. Is that a problem? I don't know. They're certainly rare, but they exist. I don't want to discard for ship shape. Let's draw cards. And we can use take time here to get rid of this ongoing. I don't think we have any other ongoing destruction that's handy, so. Yeah, any ongoing that goes next to a villain target. Like Twist the Ether, Rest the Mind. Also, if they didn't exist, would it matter? I don't know what the card does. So like. And let's do 2 damage. Let's make it psychic. Discard the top card. I think we're fine with that Guru being on top. It just does 3 damage. It's not a big deal. The hero character in the play area with the most cards. Sure. I mean, there can't be a villain character card in the villain play area. Yeah, we could look at that. I don't know. It's probably just meant to mean what you think it should mean, so. In any case, they're not character cards. So let's go with another pylon. Why not second pylon? Now we can go ahead and play Swiftbot and Stealthbot. And Stealthbot. Sure. All right, Parse is here. We can kill this. We can actually get double use of our targeting arrows. We can kill it before Parse's next turn. right? Because it says we skip the turns. Yes, we actually never get to Parse's start of turn. I want to see if that works. I think it should work. We do 23 damage. Focus in on Metamind here. And it hits 0 or less, it flips. The Authority Ziggurat. I was hoping for 2 damage to the Metamind, but we didn't get it. Did I Oh, did that card discard? First card was discarded and I put that on top. It doesn't really matter. I must have misread this. Discard one, yeah. The one you're choosing is to one to discard. Oh well, I did it wrong. No one told me that. This can react to Stealth Bot, right? Because it's all Psychic. We have -1 Psychic. If you skip start of turn, the Ground Pound, I wouldn't say never ends, but yeah, you can, if Ground Pound doesn't get to go before you skip your turn, then it stays around, of course. You can do that with core game content already. For example, in Wagner Mars base. Alright, so I think I want to wait to play Risky Impersonation. I mean, I could play it now. Let's just play this one for the hit point. Discard Commodore's deck, because she likes that. Take the top 2 cards of the villain charge, put 1 on top and 1 on bottom. What is it going to do when it flips? Destroys environment cards, discard your hand, draws many cards. How your Parse likes that. Destroy each non-character card except for 2. Which means we're destroying bots. So we can like control the top of the villain deck here, at least the first card play, by making it play something that's not so bad, like one of the weak drones that doesn't do much. Oh right, I have to choose from the top 2 cards. Right, and if it's a Gru, it doesn't get played, so we wanted to choose this. And let's do this. Guess I can play this. Had to discard a card. Discard a card for this. You might want that damage, actually. Ooh, +1 damage. This says each card in their play area. That's interesting. Draw cards. Oh, she's gonna have a lot of cards in her trash, isn't she? I don't know if we're doing enough damage. If we play 2 Raptor Bots and Hasty Augmentation on someone, I think we have enough damage. We could also run aground for only 3. It's not even as good as Flintlock and Cutlass, alright. It's Psychic. Oh, and we have +1 from Targeting Arrow. I use Targeting Arrow. Turns out, I'm smart. Turns out. Commodora is shipshape in play. Shouldn't Pseudo discarding the top card of her deck cause her to draw? Well, let's see. Shipshape says, the first time you discard a card each turn, you may draw a card. Pseudo played something that discarded the top card of her deck. Was it this? No, it was some other card, right? This? When this card enters play, discard the top card of one deck. So La Comodora didn't discard the top card of her deck. Pseudo discarded the top card of her deck. So, seems correct. So I don't know that we need Hasty Augmentation. I don't know that we don't not need it. Does this destroy Gru when it flips? No. So we could use like Hasty Augmentation on this or something. I mean, playing just a couple platform bots is enough to kill the thing. I want to kill that Mindling Slave. The Mindling Slave is not really bothering us too much, but let's go with Comodora after all. Because I want to keep that +1, so I want to not get to Parse's turn here. Oh yeah, I get to play another card. I forgot. It's interesting. I should probably like do the shuffle into deck thing, because I'm gonna have to destroy my bots anyways. I just want to like not. I don't want to. I mean, whatever. I want to be able to have destroy stuff. Yeah, I think I just want to let them go to the trash so I can get them back more easily, right? I guess I flash forge now though. All right, let's destroy Stealth Bot. We can get it back with Flash Forge. Oh, these don't deal damage. Forget it. Forget it. Use Construction Pylon after all. Then it's like a Raptor bot. And a bot we don't want, like Cryobot. We don't not want Cryobot, but... And this is gonna get destroyed to start on turn, yeah, so... Psychic damage from Raptor bot. Is it deliberate that Fling into Darkness will end the fight if the villain has 4 less life left and Wraith isn't KO'd, even if the villain is supposed to flip when reduced to 0? I think I need more information, but if it's written as it's, like, if the game works how it's written, then it's deliberate, yes. If it doesn't, then that would not be deliberate. If it works how it's written down though, then yeah. That's correct. It sounds like the villain wasn't flipping. They were destroyed. They were not reduced to 0. Alright, we all have to discard our hand. Hopefully we don't do self-damage. I guess I don't have Flash Forge. But I might just draw Stealth Bot. I'm drawing a lot of cards here. This can be hilarious with some other heroes. Bye, everything. Who was it that... Yeah, Tachyon likes this a lot with bursts. Critical Multiplier can be super hilarious with this. Any hero that has to do with discarding cards. There's an Earth Prime hero, right? That has to do with that. I'm trying to remember which one. Yeah, Lunarella, you should take a look at how the card is written. and see if it works based on how the card is written. Yeah, Daedalus. Well, Daedalus doesn't want to draw all those cards again. So I don't think that affects him that much. Alright, I'm going to just increase the damage because it seems very likely we're going to have to hit ourselves. So I'm going to like... I thought Stealthbot was gone. Oh no, it wasn't gone. I'll leave Swiftbot and Stealthbot around, I guess. Just going to give the damage increase to Cryobot and let it get destroyed. Because I don't want, if we hit ourselves, to like take a huge amount of damage. In every case in this game, and really all games, you should read what the card says and do what that says. Don't make up things. Alright, we're destroying cards. I want to keep this one so we avoid card plays, and I want to keep this one so we take less damage, so let's get rid of these. I mean, it matters, Lunarella, that the game operates, the game implements what is written on the card. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you want to happen, but if it doesn't do what the cards say, that would be a bug, but I would bet you several dollars that Baron Blade works properly. It's been in the game for almost 10 years. Alright, let's leave Stealthbot and Swiftbot. And Metamind has flipped. We are fighting Metamind in the psychic plane. So it's actually Metamind, but in the psychic plane, but actually Metamind. It's super gross. We have the card was Sleeper Agents, right? Let me feel like we're at the start of the turn, right? Oh yeah, at the start of each turn. The start of each turn. So it is Sleeper Agents. I kind of want it to show up here, right? Let's just send that in. Welcome back, Sparky Wolf. We'll have a look at Baron Blade's card after this game. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say when he would be reduced to 0 or when he would be destroyed. It says when he would be reduced to 0 HP. But we'll take a look. Do I care about Sleeper Agents entering play? No, because we have -1 to psychic damage, so this is like fine. And Gru are never going to enter play. I guess it's +1 right now. Because this start of the turn thing is happening first. We're taking one. Actually, no, Stealthbot takes no damage. So, yay, Stealthbot. Stealthbot OP. Both happened simultaneously. What happened simultaneously? You said the target was destroyed by Writhe. His HP Did not change. He had 2 life, 2 hit points. You played Fling into Darkness. What do you mean? What happened simultaneously? There was no 0. No. Destroy does not set hit points to anything. That's not how the game works. It doesn't say. If it said, deal them as much damage as they have HP, that would be one thing, but it just says destroy. That doesn't change hit points. You are adding text to cards that don't exist. Fling into Darkness does not deal damage, right? Or it deals damage, then destroys if it has less than 4 life, and Writhe? You mean Writhe? Is active. Oh, you mean from the Sentinels, not Void Guard Writhe. Yeah, I think in that case you would get to choose between Baron Blade's effect and Fling into Darkness's effect, because they're happening at the same time. So you can choose. And if you can destroy Baron Blade directly, then sure, you can win. You can also do that with Sucker Punch. Dominate Will. The hero target with the highest HP, 3 psychic damage. Any hero target dealt damage away deals each other hero target 1 melee damage. I think I'll just discard the card instead, because it seems overall... I mean, it's only 1 damage, and then... Actually, this is less damage, right? Because Stealth Bot saves the rest of the damage. And this is also Stealth Bot. Well, not even. This could also go to Stealth Bot. You know what? Sure. It's only 1 damage, and... I mean, Stealth Bot should have attempted to deal damage there, by the way. From Dominate Will. Stealth Bot took damage, right? Yeah, that's a bug. It should have tried to deal damage. Maybe it's checking for hero character card or something. Stealth Bot took damage from Dominate Will, but did not deal the follow-up damage. Something wrong here. We'll send that in to our dev team. Yeah, I don't remember if Baron Blade says reduced to 0 or says destroyed. That's why I said I was going to take a look after the game. It all depends on what Baron Blade's card says. I don't mind that this enters play right. This doesn't matter. And this is... So yeah, this tricky part on this side is Metamind keeps healing and playing cards. And so we have to punch him a lot and hopefully stop him playing too many cards. Search the villain deck for 1 card, shuffle the rest of the deck, put that card on top or bottom. So we can say, you know, he is always playing, say, Sleeper Agents, because that doesn't do anything. And I don't have a shape. that's fine. It's all going stealth bot. Now I have a whole new giant hands of cards to look at. And this is happening a lot. But I have 24 cards in my trash, which means if I have Run Aground, which I don't. Wish I had Run Aground. Is Run Aground in my deck? No. That's unfortunate. Let's draw more cards and we can narrow down what our deck might have. So I could even discard one more and then we'd have like a really good idea of what White Anchor's gonna do. Or that. Yeah, let's do that and then we can know for sure what our card's gonna do. Well, not for sure. Yeah, so we discard 2 cards there? What happened? Use my power. There were 3 cards there. Oh, I drew a card because I discarded a card. Blop. There we go. Okay, so we know there's a one-shot here. We drew take time or whatever, right? Or we discarded take time. What's happening? What's happening? So we know we can get Flintlock and Cutlass. We actually know there's an equipment there. We don't know there. We don't know there. There's a lot happening in the chat. This is not really the Sentinel's rules stream, but Sparkula wants to win the bet. There. I could use powers. Clobbering Arms. Unforgiving Wasteland, I think you are referring to. You just read the card. It says what it does. Damage dealt by environment targets. Let's go to... And I could play it that way. I could also play it with that. I think Sweet Spot is fine. Let's do this because I want that to be a one-shot. If we get some nice damage here. Pseudo, what you got? Clobbering Arms, not a one-shot. Parse. Targeting Arrow, sweet. Should have went Parse first. Alright, Unity, do something cool. A Grew. No. An Ongoing. That's fine. Honestly, those are fine. We also make this happen, which doesn't do anything. I want to play a million bots. I can heal Stealth Bot. Let's do that. I want to draw a card. I think so. Raptor Bot. And we play Brainstorm or do we play Pylon? I don't know volatile parts, but it's also not that important. I think doing more instances of damage is more important right now. So Pylon and Shockwave, I think. It's always Psychic. Raptorbot. And B-Bot because environment. Alright, B-Bot can do melee. B-Bot likes to chomp. I mean, Raptorbot. Alright, our +1s expire. Another one of this. No, it's fine. It just takes a long time. I think, yes, all turn is fine. This one. Don't worry, it's not a fuss. We must kill the big brain. Impossible shot and my base power wins the game? Do we just win? That's not the right thing. Recompile and my base power also win the game. GG. Metamind. We've done it. We defeated the Metamind. They're melting. The ships are leaving. Probably add some little like trails to those, right? That would be cool. Add some like engine exhaust trails. Make a note about that. And can add exhaust trails to spaceships. Otherwise, it looks pretty sweet. Even chopped off the tentacles a little bit. All right, that was a long game. Let's go for another game and another beer. Someone wanted to play Hades. Let's do that, and let's do advanced because Hades is more fun on advanced. I'm gonna leave this card here and grab a beer. I'll be right back. I will choose the outcome. Yes, and I'll add the next prediction. Oh my gosh. Twitch is so annoying. Will I defeat Hades on advanced? You have 5 minutes to put your predictions in. You don't know the heroes yet. You can wait. I don't know. Twitch is just, remember that I click things. Hades, if that is your real name. The chair. It's time for another weird beer from Delta Force. Anderlecht Farmshed Ale with red currant. Got a whole 6-pack of these Anderlecht with different fruits. Let's check it out. This one is nice and pink. Smells nice. For that beer. All right. Let's go random. Once again, no Earth Prime heroes. We could add in Daedalus, but I kind of want to see how these Sentinels heroes stack up to Hades. Because that's part of testing, and everything is that. Yeah, the red from Lunenburg was super nice. This one is also red in color, but in no way a red beer. That's nice. I like red. Red currant comes through a lot. I have 2% saying I will win. I accept. The La Commodora is returning. Hades on the Euphrates. FPO. All right. Hades is here, and on advanced it says Hades is immune to damage. Hades is going to put 4 spirits into play. On the end of the turn, we can deal ourselves damage. So the real interesting thing about like regular Hades, you can just like murder him on this side. Like, don't let him play cards, deal yourself damage. But we need him to flip. There have to be 5 soul packs. He has to flip so that we can actually damage him. So we actually want him to play cards. So it really changes how the game plays on advanced. And on the flip side, he flips back, which he doesn't when not in advanced. So yeah, it's definitely much tougher on advanced, but I think much more interesting. Jack of Knives is here. Destroys our soul packs. We don't want that. We have Skeletal Remnants and Cerberus. Plays the top card of the villain deck, which you might want. Power Overwhelming. Increased damage dealt by characters in this play area by 2. That player may use an additional power during their power phase. That seems super good on the Scholar or Ra. Scholar doesn't have... Well, he can get his healing card here. Actually doesn't have his healing power or any other power. Could be really good for Night Mist as well. Or La Commodora. Not so great on Medico. And yeah, probably... I think it's probably really good to put this on Ra. +2 damage on Ra, extra power. Seems pretty solid. We got Commodore again. What's the chance of that? I don't know. Same chance as any other hero. I don't want to deal myself damage. I want you to play more cards. Greedy Fool. One player may draw 3 cards. If any cards are drawn this way, Hades deals the hero character with the fewest cards in their play area 4 fire damage. Otherwise, each hero target 2 infernal. So I think we should take the deal. I think Scholar or Night Mist want cards. Probably. Yeah, she could just play the amulet on her turn. Let's go with Scholar. Scholar loves cards. And who wants 4 fire damage? Once again, Scholar is probably fine to take it. And let's say no to this. Gross. Destroy a soul pact. And it goes back into Ra's play area. That's hilarious. So he can't use powers, but he can use extra powers. He's got this. Is that increasing to all character cards? That's only to Ra, right? Yeah, that... This string is 2 is wrong. Not clear enough, so let me make a note about that. Power, overwhelming, shelving. It doesn't indicate, it only affects Ra. That's just a visual error. I think it behaves properly. It's just a display string. This content is in development. Please be aware of that. This is a preview. There might also be actual bugs. That's just a display glitch. It's not a big problem. Night Mist is happy to take this. See, Ra's getting the +2, so we'll give this to Night Mist. All right. We could do Call Forth, but I think we'll just play the Amulet first. And take an Oblivion. Yes, please. All right, if I do get out of the way... Oh, man, that would have been nice to have that. +2 damage now. Keep moving into the healing if I wanted to here. I could heal for like 4. Don't need Flesh to Iron for a while. And I think Cerberus is like good to kill here. I don't actually want to kill Jack of Knives. And let's do damage to Cerberus. Cannon Portal kills Cerberus. And we can kill a Skeletal Remnant. Seems fine. We want Cerberus to play more soul packs for us. Commodore likes cards discarded. No one else cares that much. Soul packed? Not a soul pact. Who's the hero character with the lowest HP? Dr. Medico. I mean, it's still a better deal to have this go 4 to the highest. So. And each hero character card may either regain 2 HP or use a power. Each. It's very good. Scholar will regain 2 HP, which deals 2 damage. I guess we could destroy the Soul Pact. I just need the Soul Packs to be in play. So I'm actually not going to hit Jack of Knives. I'll just take the hit points. This can go onto Scholar because that's damage. Removing effect until the end of their next turn. That player cannot use powers, it says. That is not what happened. Just to check, is it going to let me use a power? It is. That's wrong. That's an actual bug. Power overwhelming. Power prevention ended at start of turn instead of end of turn. Whoops. I mean, it's not like I'm going to actually use a power, so... Go. Upload. Soul packs are ongoing cards, aren't they? That means Drawn to the Flame is kind of hilarious here. We can just use Flesh of the Sun God here because we're not really like doing anything. We're just waiting for more soul packs to come into play. Rats. Rats and vats. A soul pact. That player draws 10 cards, then discards 5 cards. When it's destroyed, a hero character in this play area deals himself 5 psychic damage. This seems good on Night Mist, because she could just redirect that damage, and also she loves cards. Yeah, all the when this card is destroyed things are very bad on the soul packs. Discard 5. Just clicking things. Do I want to deal raw 5 damage? No. I want to play a card. A soul pact. I could have raw have this as well. That seems good. And let's say, yeah, regain. Sure, why not? The lowest HP can be Dr. Medico because we don't want raw to get piled on. So we have two soul packs. We need, or sorry, we have 3 soul packs. We need more. Must have more. Let's just get like relics and stuff. We can call forth for 4 relics. What do we have left in here? 2 necklaces and 2 elder rings. Or we could like play the tome and get spells. We just play the tome and get spells. We have so many cards. Let's get spells. And Mortal Form to Energy. I don't know if I'm going to actually keep this right now. Not really doing anything. Just play Bring What You Need and draw cards for now. I think we just leave Jack and Abs like alive for the whole game because we don't want soul packs to get destroyed like ever. He destroys them himself, but like he flips back, so we can't really allow that to happen. Oh yeah, are there soul packs in the villain trash? Because if that ever happens, I don't want that to happen. But there's one that's like finds a soul pack, right? Like you can use Red in the Time Screen to like get his cards back into his deck. I guess they're like to the bottom, so it doesn't really work that way, but I'm just gonna discard it anyway. And actually I don't need Cannon Portal though, right? Why do I discard for that? I don't actually need it. Skip. Let's just play the bottom card of our deck. Sure, I don't want to do that. Could have been something good. That card, that is Arataki. The other Haka. There are 2 Hakas. It's part of the lore. That hero may use a power. We could let the Scholar get more cards. We could play Second Opinion, which is kind of fun. I like powers. Let's give HP increases and powers effectively to other people for later. We could play the Staff of Ra and use a power. We don't really need it right now. Let's just play Drawn to the Flame. Just waiting for soul packs. If like we were not on advance now, he'd probably be dead by now, by the way. That's the card I want to make more soul packs. Your heart's desire. Search your deck for a card and put it into play. If you've got the best card ever, for example. When it's destroyed, discard their hand, destroy all their non-character cards. So that's probably going to be good on La Commodora, and she could like get a good card out of this. So she can have this. Gordon Helm seems good. Each hero character with any soul packs in their play area deals himself 2 psychic damage. I wish I had imbued fire. Actually, why don't I give this to Ra and give them imbued fire? Let's go back. That would be way smarter. Let's put imbued fire into play and then we don't take any damage from this. LOL. I could make this toxic and redirect it, but there's nothing to redirect it to. Interesting. If no damage is dealt this way. So I could say yes. And it should still play the top card because no damage is dealt this way. Yeah. Hey, a soul pact. So there's now 5? Or, yeah, there will be 5 in a second. Draw 10, discard 5 again. Okay, so like, again, I mean, Scholar could have this one. Scholar loves cards. We are going to have to destroy these eventually. So maybe it's best for Nightmist to have this as well. Ah, the Scholar wants it. Give it to the Scholar. He's drawing cards, so I'm not really looking at them. That means Hades will flip next turn. I kind of want him to play more soul packs so he stays on the other side longer. But we have +4 damage on Ra, right? So, and like he just needs to get more powers that do damage. I guess he should have drawn these cards. That would have been smart. Discards all the liquids. I don't think we want those. Blah blah blah. And when it's turned loose is kind of actually good here. The 4th card. I don't think I need more than 1 flesh to iron. And I have that in play already. Okay. Oh, he flipped. I thought... I guess we were there. I thought we were there. I thought it would happen twice. I don't want to go back through all that though, right? Oh, hey, he's dealing fire damage. And infernal damage. Destroy 1 ongoing in each hero play area. Oh, that's going to destroy soul packs. Just 1. Okay. That means I shouldn't have given her soul pact, or I should have played an ongoing for her. I should have realized. Whatever. It's fine. I do want to discard 2 cards. Yes, please. Let's discard these cards, redirect to Hades. Oh, right, he's dealing toxic damage, not fire damage. It was fire damage, but the VAT. But the VAT. It's alright, we are going to have a heck of a response. Oh. What? Oh, this should have a choose for me. Let me just make a note about that. That should be easy. Hades. Flip side. Ongoing destruction should choose for me. Small thing. So he's gonna make Nightmare discard all our cards. Womp womp. Everyone else is fine though. We want our soul packs. Scholar has another ongoing card he can destroy. I should have read the card and made sure to play an ongoing for Night Mist. Oh well. And it's fire. I got a card. Front of the Flame, I actually don't want because I want not to kill Jack of Knives, so. And now he destroys a Soul Pact, right? That's at the end of the villain turn? Yeah. So this is in Ra's play area. Don't like that. This is in Scholar's play area. That's fine. I guess this. This is all about Ra. Ow. Alright. Let's do something cool. Call Forth doesn't do anything. Skip. Get a spell. Hey, there's Oblivion. Right, Ra's soul packs are going to get destroyed in a second here too. But luckily the bug helps us. Do we want to play this? I kind of know. I've discarded 5 cards since the end of my last turn. Well, luckily I can deal myself fire damage. Oh, I should choose fire here, right? Because it's 1 more damage. Fire, because toxic damage is increased by 1. It just happened to be toxic damage. Nice. I can give Rob more damage. I think having a damage from me is actually probably better. Fire everything. What is in his deck? Stuff. Don't know what it is. Fire damage. Is it time for From the Brink? I could let Ra use a power. That seems real good. Let's do that. Just use this. Does he make us deal ourselves damage all the time? Not just all the time, but from destroying soul packs, we deal ourselves damage. But it's all Ra now, right? So on the off chance I get to heal, actually Ra's gonna play Staff of Ra, right? He doesn't have to. He could play Living Conflagration, actually. On the off chance Medico survives, he can have it plus hit points. Because Conflagration gives me... I have 2 extra powers, right? And I need to, like, have them... I could play Sephiroth, obviously, is a power, but... This is, like, very good to have all these... one damage turns into 8. So, I kind of have the Oblivion Shard here. A little bit. With plus... How much? Plus 6? Plus 7. Plus 6. 4, 5, 6. Oh, this does 2, right? Oh, right. And this. Yeah, he's down to 29. He was at 80 at the start of the round. Chemical explosion. Oh. Hades is making +1. Oh, he just always does that. The main thing is Jack of Knives is not dead. We want to redirect this. I could still play Oblivion on my turn, so I can discard everything else. I can not hurt us with fire damage. A soul pack. That player plays 3 cards. Alright, I think we win. We win because we play this in Ra's play area. We play Solar Flare. And we play Staff of Ra. Sparky Wolf says no! And we play Flame Spike to do like 9 damage with the 1 damage. That's amazing. And then we do our base power. Oh, we throw the staff. We throw the staff. Obviously, we throw the staff for the finish. Oh, it's 11 damage. He's at 1. Destroy a card. Hades deals a hero character with the player of this card X infernal damage. He would deal 27 damage to Ra. Wow, okay, probably not that one. Discard their hand, destroy all their non-character cards. That would be, like, fine. Right now. This would be plus damage to Ra, can't use powers, which is bugged. I mean, this is fine, like, I don't care. He doesn't need that other stuff. Destroy this. He only used that to get imbued fire, it didn't really matter. And put something else into hand. Search from trash, like a card that does 1 damage. Oh no. Oh no, Dr. Medico, he's dead. He'll come back. Oh, we win. GG. 4 damage to each target. Let's see if we win, or is it programmed right? Yay! Press F to pay respects to Hades. Turns out Ra with +4 damage is pretty sweet. And +2 power uses. Once he actually gets to use them. Alright, the outcome is, yes, I defeated. Alright, let's play a team mode game and get some Earth Prime content in the mix. Random. Star Knight. Just Star Knight. Let's go for all. I'm just gonna do this until we get, say, 3 or 4, and then we'll click 1 more. There's Siren. All right, I kind of feel like this is interesting, but gonna take a long time if I do it this way. All right, now it's gonna take a while, but it's actually quicker. All right, here's our random Earth Prime team game. Bear and Blaze, Sergeant Steel, Bugbear, Hammer Anvil, and Greaser in Time Cataclysm versus Star Knight, Pseudo, Siren Variant, Dr. Metropolis, and Captain Thunder. All right, let's do it. Prediction on will I win team mode with Earth Prime heroes? Exactly 45 characters. Thank you, Twitch, for your 45 character limit. That is so tiny. At least let me put a tweet in there. Really fighty villains. Yeah, Bugbear is going to be our focus first here, as usual, so let's see. But Siren also low-key ridiculous in team mode. So, I mean, high-key ridiculous? She's ridiculous. FPO. I wish the physical game had given the variants some kind of identifier of what they're supposed to be. I'm not sure what you mean. They are what they are. They do have official names that we have in the digital version that they didn't have in the physical game. Is that what you mean? All right, let's just start the game and see what happens. Iron Moose FBO is a graphic designer term for placement only. It basically means it's a placeholder. Impulsion Beam, no! FBO has become a meme for Sentinels fans, so there you go. Cover fire, we have a position. That is not the worst one, so that's good. Yeah, Impulsion Beam / Bugbear priority targets here. Maybe we can kill Impulsion Beam before Bugbear's turn, because usually hitting Bugbear before his turn is not really that useful. And Captain Thunder has the contract, I think. Omni Blade. Yeah, he's got the contract. And let's take a look at what we've got here. So this is health when it's destroyed. Also something that gets the shield. That is just literally the sword. This is the more damage card. I like that one. Pseudo. Don't have the barbed spine. This is gonna be really good in this game. This one is gonna be good. Those two are, yeah, actually similar start to last game. Each non-hero target 2. That's very good. Bonus powers. This is my variant power. Reveal a top 3. Put 1 in your trash, 1 in hand, 1 in play. Yeah, Dolphin was playing the variant on Dolphin's Dive, as I recall. Could use Storm Surge on our turn and play both of these. The low HP is going to mostly be villain targets, right? Though we do have locations coming up here. And does he have some area damage? He has the single target damage and damage reduction. It's not too bad. Especially in team mode. -2 is very good. -2 is basically you take no damage. So almost all damage in team mode is 2 or 1 or 2. We go sword and hit the Impulsion Beam here. We have Field Inventor, which is kind of annoying. But actually, Sharpshooter is going to be the one that goes off. Yep, Sergeant Steel is probably the second target after Bugbear. That's priority. There's a lot of priority here, isn't there? Let's shoot the Impulsion Beam because it's going to be cramping our style. Vanilla Earth Prime is a, yeah, completely different IP. So it's like, you could imagine it's like Marvel or DC. Like it's a totally different property. Sergeant Steel is choosing to deal hero target with the highest HP some damage. Star Knight has heals. Ah, yes, Professor Armitage. There'll be some information about the variants in the digital version. We'll be adding bios and stuff for them, so. Let's go with Gru Battle Shifter. Actually, no, this was the first card to play, right? Yeah, that's the first card to play. This one is like ridiculous in Team Villain mode, right? Risk Impersonation. Oh, and I can't play another card because... And I can't play Shape with this? Oh, man. I hate it so much. Well, I already clicked it, so we'll just go with it. I got a lot of cards. There's that. Impulsion Beam! Yeah, the variant of Siren is Siren Beneath the Sea. But yeah, that doesn't give you a lot of information. That's fair. Alright, time to start beating up Bugbear and the Impulsion Beam, because Impulsion Beam is definitely cramping our style. It's going to cramp Dr. Metropolis' style too, right? Because he wants to play another card here, but he can't. Can I... Oh yeah. I can use Ravenous Whirlpool to kill it. Perfect. Right. Let's do this. Oh wait, no, play up to 2 weather effects. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Impulsion Beam. You must die. You are causing me so much problems. Go away. That would also suck for... Yeah, just terrible for everyone. Terrible for all concerned. Impulsion Beam. Alright, now we can draw 3 cards and play a card. Baron Blade. Easy Prey. Alright, whatever. Mega Gunner exists and is going to do like tons of damage if we accidentally hit him. Hey look, another copy of that. We now will have 1,000,000 cards. Dr. Metropolis likes to do that. Each villain target... That target deals itself. We don't have like Fright Train here for hilariousness. This one deals each villain target 1 damage, which is probably going to get itself killed. We want to hit Bugbear, but that actually just heals Bugbear. Well, it doesn't heal him. He does get his damage and then hit points back. This one here, guys, has free locations, right? It's not free, but like nearly free. Let's play that. Also, we could just draw 2 cards. Dr. Metropolis always has so many cards. It's good in Oblivion when he gets the Everyman. It's a no-way street. Also, that should like show the associated card, right? Like, show it here. Let's report that. Man About Town should show the card as associated, I want to say. That would be nice. I'd like it to be nice. Show me the information. Make it easy for me to choose. Sending. Okay. Meanwhile, I would like to do this. And I would like to choose Bugbear, because even if he gets a hit point back, it's still... I could hit Mega Gunner, but Mega Gunner only chooses from non-villain targets, right? Yeah, I don't know. I could have the hair hit itself, and then Greaser hits the hair for hitting the hair, and then he hits himself for hitting the hair. It's kind of hilarious. That's... yeah, I'm good with that. That's always... if you can make the hair hit itself, right? It's just beautiful. I do have a squash shirt. It's true. It says, eat, sleep, squash, repeat. So I haven't played squash since Thursday? No, Wednesday? Yeah. I haven't been squashing over the weekend. But I had a tournament last weekend, the previous weekend, so I feel justified in relaxing a bit. All right, something happened on Greaser's turn. Do I want to play Charged Field? We haven't even hit Bugbear yet. Yeah, I think I want to play this. And let's hit Bugbear finally, and he's not going to be able to hit anyone else, so we can start like... we can play other cards now. Who has a card that's good? Pseudo could get more cards. Siren could do stuff. Doesn't have a whole lot. I think Star Knight, like in terms of like single target damage, is their strongest hero here. So I want her to get going, like get this going, because like she can like deal extra damage every time. Like that. Let's play more environment cards. Filter Spy, that's not fixed point. Regression Darts. Aha, no targets are dealt damage this way, Baron Blade. Your plan is foiled. None of these things do anything. Also, none of your nemesis effects happen because we don't have any Sentinels heroes. Go protect and serve. Get the shield. Sure, why not? Don't move one card to no effect. Let's deal damage to Bugbear. This is where things are happening. Alright, Sergeant Steel. Gonna be a pain in the butt. But, oh, it's irreducible. Rude. It's fine. Clobbering Arms deals damage. Search the deck for one card. That card is so wild. It's so ridiculous. Alright, we can do this and actually get to play another card. Reshuffled. I guess that's what it does. Literally, it's what it does. Let's play this one. That lets us play more shapes and get +1 damage. is like the same for clubbing arms as the other effect. But I don't know. We'll do it that way. Bugbear's down to 10. He gets to go. Hopefully he doesn't do any damage. Oh, but this is actually next to Captain Thunder, so someone wants to discard for this. Maybe Dr. Metropolis, who has 10 cards in his hand. And Carrion Crane, that cares about that. I don't care that much about that. Let's get rid of that for Carrion Crane. Destroy a card. This isn't doing anything. This is doing things. Sort of. Bugbear regained HP. Some discussion about the fonts. Yeah. These fonts are this is Myriad Pro, but like faux bold and stuff like that. And we're also gonna like make some more adjustments that right now it's just sort of temporarily in there to a degree. We want Written by the Low? I don't think so. I think I want to like play more weather effects and have 1,000,000 damage, so let's do that. I don't think I want to discard cards. I want to play deal each target damage. We can manage that. And this deals each an unhurt target too. That seems good. We're going to take a reaction from Mega Gunner. It's fine. We take a reaction from that. That's fine. Yeah. That's all matters at all. Yes, original Angel, we are planning to allow you to have your workshop cards appear as Earth Prime style. It's Bastion! Oh no! That is Bastion. How do we get rid of Bastion? That's so annoying because Bugbear's at 12 and he's at -2 now. Is there like... Can we just focus in on him? We don't have irreducible damage though. You have to like now switch to focusing down Anvil. There is a prediction for this game. 100% people think I will be no. Of course, one person voted and it was Sparky Wolf. Sparky Wolf is controlling Citizen Anvil. Is Man About Town not limited? That's fun. Except he has to be dealt damage this way and he can't be dealt damage for 1 damage right now. Man. Alright, let's just do these. Give me cards. I need 1,000,000 cards. I want to deal myself damage, but I can't. Is he protecting that thing? Yeah, he is. Okay, it's not gonna die then, I don't think. Bastion! Holy moly, Greaser, settle down. Alright, now we have to like Thunder Punch the freaking Hammer and shield. Is that what we're doing now? I guess so. It's not how I wanted to spend my day. Alright. Where's hammer and shield? And someone had an area damage card. With a play? I don't think so, right? He doesn't have area damage. Does barbed spines exist here? No. So now we just play Thunder Punch on Anvil. Like, we have to murder Anvil to get to Bugbear now. It's the only way. This is going after Star Knight, but I don't really care. A passing tumbleweed. Oh, he's an agent. He gets +1 from Sergeant Steel. Oh man, Baron Blade, come on. That's rude. Making me discard a card. Wow. They're all healing so much. Not a fan. Holy moly, Greaser's popping off too. Metropolis can have that as well. Tyrant has -1. I don't even know what's happening here, but we're still gonna do what we're doing. Baron Blade is causing trouble, that's for sure. Alright, Star Knight gets a turn. I guess those could have all gone on Star Knight, but whatever. I don't want any of these. I mean, this is fine, just doesn't do anything. I can like maybe destroy it for something. We want to attack. Continue attacking Anvil, right? Nothing else is like important. I mean, obviously Bugbear's important. He's back up to 18. And now Sergeant Steel is getting ridiculous. At least he didn't play the, like, activate all filter abilities card, which he's going to play soon enough. Start a turn, I can play a card. I want to draw a card. I want barbed spines. I got barbed spines, and I want to give it the +1. So let's play Clobbering Arms on Anvil here. And we don't quite get to finish off Anvil here, but we do a lot. taking a hit from stuff, but... Alright, I hit back. It's true, I hit back. There's some reaction damage that's pretty good there, so... Barb Spines here is going to do a lot of work for a couple turns with all the hunter tech and everything. Worthwhile. Emmett is here. Oh, actually he's going to kill the Filter Spy for easy prey. It's funny. For a hit point. Destroy one target with 2 or fewer. Hey, so there's an anvil. Good. Now we deal 1 damage to like the world twice. Don't know that the orders matter here. All right. That's still a lot happening. All damage is irreducible. I don't think I actually want that. Do I? Do I want to have an extra power? Maybe? So let me play a card. Start with that. Play up to 2 weather effects. Alright, that was order. Order. H-bar, read the card. Put in the trash. Put in hand. Play up to 2 weather effects. Don't discard a card. Let's play... the deal each target and the deal each target. And we will... deal each target. This does cause us to get hit by Mega Gunner, which is fine. Actually, I could just kill Citizen Anvil here, which is probably slightly better to do here. Gives Bugbear +1, but he's already gone. All right. Dawn will hear of this. 4 locations. You could go for double Man About Town. See why not. Draw 2 cards. We need more cards. That's not the right card. That's not the right card. We need locations. Thermobaric Mine. Alright, time to kill Bugbear again. So we just focus Bugbear. I want to play this, I think. And let's hit Bugbear. Nothing else is like important here, I don't think. No. Who wants to play a card? Star Knight can play Star Knight Oath. It can save us from any 1 damages, which is pretty sweet. Also play Clobbering Arms or something like that. Telepathic Coordination is good. You don't have the, like, the thing that keeps her from killing us. But I think it's overall better for us. Let's play the Star Knight Oath. And at the end of turn, we'll play Under Punch on Bugbear. Maybe we can kill Bugbear before his turn. Ooh, surprise shopping trip. Exciting. Impulsion Beam. Cool. Hold the line, putting in work. No. Do I want to play this? It does hit Bugbear for 1. So yes. Yes, I do. Bugbear is at 3. I think we should be able to take out Bugbear. Well, the line is gone, so all of the agents start dying now. Yeah, you dealt me damage. Oh god, is this activating all the icons? No, it's not. Alright, that's the other thing. Bugbear isn't dead yet, but he's soon to be dead by surprise shopping trip. He's dead right now. Alright, we need to not die to surprise shopping. Maybe we try to get rid of that. Wow. It's almost killing Impulsion Beam. Do you have Barb Spikes going? It does. It's like not enough, but like... yeah. Kill the Impulsion Beam for me, please. Those are all immune. And yeah, we'll take 1 damage instead of 2 to hero characters generally. Siren's gonna murder us all as well. Alright. No. Do not want that. Alright, they all heal annoyingly. Alright. Now it's kind of Sergeant Steel slash Citizen Hammer is like nearly dead, right? But killing Sergeant Steel would be sweet, but he's at 21. I think we have to kill Hammer. This is start of turn, so we definitely have to kill the stupid Impulsion Beam. So I think have to waste a whole Clobbering Arms on it. Oh, Impulsion Beam kills it. Okay, so hang on. So I could play a different shape, like the one that makes me immune to melee, or give me -1 in hit points. Okay, let's do that. That seems good. Alright. Doesn't help, like, the other heroes who are getting killed by this, but... I don't have a way to kill the shopping trip. It is killing everyone. The more cards I play, the more my allies die, but it also kills the enemies. So I'm gonna keep playing cards. Hammer is dead before he goes? Yeah, definitely. So we hit Sergeant Steel. We play the one that makes us immune to melee and projectile. The Impeccable Pompadour is indestructible. That is why it is still alive. And now Siren murders all the heroes. But it's worth it. Destroy a card. Mega Gunner? Sure she kills herself before another hero if that comes to that, but she's not that low. Oh, fire damage doesn't work against Arsonator. Just killing Captain Thunder here. There goes Hammer. Should hit Arsonator with bonus damage. Destroy each weather effect. And each player draws 2 cards. If I play another card off of this, we die. I mean, she dies as soon as... Oh, they're all not... Oh, Greaser's gonna make someone play a card, but they're dead. Yeah, Surprise Shopping Trip has done a lot here. As well as her start of turn has done a lot. Maybe if she doesn't play a card, she doesn't die, right? Like, not right away. Then we can, like, just use powers to do stuff. Like, kill things. I would like to destroy genetically fused physique. That would be cool. This is when a card enters play, right? Yeah. Yeah, Greaser left because Captain Thunder died. But he was almost dead anyway. Carrion Crane. Shuffle an environment card into its deck. That means it could come back. But it would mean that it's gone. And Greaser's gonna make a card get played. So let's do that. None of the heroes survive Siren's next turn. Oh, Star Knight and Pseudo do. Easily. Carrion Crane if I could kill myself to put it into play. I guess I won't do that. There are fewer than 5 agents in play. Discard the top card of a hero deck. If it was a one-shot, he attacks us. Top card of this deck cannot be a one-shot. So that seems like a good choice. Captain Thunder. One hero target gains 2. One player uses a power or reduce the next damage dealt to any one hero target by 2. We could do 2 damage across the board. We could play play a shape. Thicken build is not so bad. I would love to destroy an ongoing card, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I think it's pseudo. Because we can do more damage to Sergeant Steel and play a shape and get, you know, hit points and stuff. Seems good. Play a shape, Spite ends you. Well, Spite has returned. Maybe you missed the part where I returned it to the environment deck. Surprise shopping trip appears. And knocks out Siren and Dr. Metropolis. Mission objective. Increase damage dealt to targets in this play area by agents by 1. Pseudo is probably okay with that. This is not hitting the heroes right now, just Sergeant Steel. Alright, Baron Blade. You and your genetically fused physique. I cannot play a card. I can kill Sergeant Steel, which I will do. Now it's just us and Baron Blade. If you're wondering what Sergeant Steel does, at the start of each active villain's turn, there's 1 projectile damage, but that's just Baron Blade right now. And we are going to try to beat him up, I guess. I don't actually want to lose my thickened build here, so I'm going to press skip. And we could search Baron Blade's deck for 1 card. Or we could do this psychic damage thing. I don't think that's really important. Let's just do this. Get cards. It doesn't actually hit anyone. I already have the blade. Get rid of it there. Star Knight Oath is in play already as well. Star Knight loves to discard cards. And let's see. Battle Shifter I have in play already. And yeah, I don't think this Mind Over Matter is that important. I do have Malleable Flesh in play already. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, I don't want to get rid of Malleable Flesh here, so I'm just going to do the 2 damage and not play a shape. 1 damage. I guess I could be immune to melee damage. That would be fine too. Let's play that. Let's go ahead and play that. That's fine. forgot I had that one. I get a hit point, but I'm immune to melee and projectile, which is basically what Baron Blade does too. Does Blade have a card that deal damage equal to active ongoings on all heroes? He does not. Baron Blade got a hit point. One player plays a card, one hero target against 2. Move one environment target from play. There are no environment targets in play. Did he say destroy an ongoing card? We have no way. Did we have any way to destroy an ongoing card? I don't know that these heroes do. We just sort of have to slowly damage Baron Blade. Yeah, I guess so. That's kind of unfortunate. Bait and switch. The top 2 cards of the villain trash. Ultrix new allies. Doesn't do anything. I'd rather just like do stuff though. Destroy an equipment card to do more damage. Sure. Yes, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, we never came across... I mean, we had ongoing destruction before, right? I think we just... Did we destroy an ongoing before? Maybe we didn't. I feel like maybe we never had any ongoing destruction on this team. Maybe if we're dead, we have ongoing destruction. Yeah, we are. We do. We're making progress. It's just very slow. Discard the top card of your deck, draw 1 card, and play 1 card. It's destroyed. I just take the hit points off this one, probably. There's another one that's like whenever an equipment card is destroyed. I want that one. That's more damage. And all the others are healing him when... Ugh, this is going to take forever. Use a power. Star Knight. Deal damage. Means we're making... We can use a power, but you get to do 4 damage. So... But then he's playing a card off Baron Blade. Sure, fine. Baron Blade is not the least threatening. That is certainly not the case. He's just one of the hardest to kill. Star Knight. The least threatening out of this lineup is Greaser. Easily. Discard their hand to destroy a card. Can we destroy an environment card? Yes? This is an environment card or a target? Yeah, okay. We can just destroy it with that, so. Skip. Also, maybe we don't care about 4 melee damage. Oh no, I must discard a card. Fixed point. Oh, we don't have light anymore, by the way. No free damage to other targets. It's alright, I'm focused on Baron Blade here. I can move 4 cards from my trash to the bottom of my deck now. Putting equipment from my trash into play. Like, no? None of those are good. So, like, we just clobber the arms now? Guess we clobbering arms later. Reveal Baron Blade. I definitely don't want negation bans. Just planning is like fine, whatever. You can just destroy Star Knight stuff to do damage, so. Discard a card. Negation bans, please. And then we will play. We can have it like Greaser's gonna play a card too, right? So we could like choose another card for him to play first. Like another copy of the Obsessive Planning. Or regression darts, which like won't do anything. And this. It's clobbering time. It's down to 11. We are slowly making progress. We could play a card or regain 2. Play Ignite the Blade for 2 damage. And more damage. Did it go into my hand? Why are there no cards that could be chosen? What? I should still get to put it in my hand, right? Sword of the Star Knight is in my deck. Let me do it. That's weird. Let me just try it again, because I'm pretty sure. Like, yes, it's in play, but I can put it in play or my hand. That card, sure. Can't be played. No cards that could be chosen. It's definitely in my deck. Right? I didn't just shuffle my trash in my deck or anything. No. Alright. Ignite the blade. Did not let me put the sword to my hand. In play, just said some nonsense. Nonsense. I'm sure that is easy to fix. Ooh, this game is basically over. Just have to slowly chip away at Baron Blade. Yes, do that. Why can't I get Augmented Burst in play? That would be so nice. Alright, I think we're destroying this environment card unless it would win for us. Will it win for us? Star Knight's gonna do 4 damage, so it's like not quite enough. Oh, but we get another power there. Alright. We just win then. The environment damage. GG. Or we just win on with the Star Knight power. We don't even need the crushing hallway. Well, Baron Blade plays a card. Oh no, it's the card that doesn't do anything. One player uses the power. The power that wins the game. Good night, sweet prince. Crushing hallway can crush Baron Blade. That's fine. He has been crushed by a hallway. GG. All right. So, the Sentinels of Earth Prime have taken down a tough lineup of team villains. Good stuff. Something is wrong with Lunaralla's keyboard. Yeah, Sergeant Steel has a close encounter with a bomb, so it's not great. Yeah, that has been some Earth Prime previews for you with Metamind and Hades and Team Mode. Stay tuned for more previews of Earth Prime, including the actual game with the new menu and game view and all new screens and stuff, focused on the whole Earth Prime situation. So thank you all for tuning in. We will be back for more streaming. Dolphins Dive is on Thursday, and there is Seamus on Friday and Spirit on Saturday on Saturday. And I'll be back next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. See you next time. I'll choose the outcome. I won. I won, Sparky Wolf.